It's about to get live. We keep it pretty level, no surprise. Come and listen to the topics busted. Yeah, check out our discussion. Keith Norris and D2K. K-Bum 20 on the MIC. Jet Eye Night all the way in Germany. Leveled head, you know who that boy is. What they say, live and level, live and level. We on the MIC, live and level, live and level. We just talking them games, live and level, live and level. Take a seat and listen up, man. Live and level, live and level. What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to the show. This is the Live and Level Gamers Podcast, episode 173. And I got my boy in the cast with me. Go ahead, K-Bomb.
Yo, what's up, people? This is K-Bomb 20. Let's go, right? I'm happy to be here today, man. I'm having a good day today. Got me some fried chicken for lunch. Brother feeling full. Had some macaroni, some fries. So I'm to me a little power nap after church. I am ready to rock. Let's do this, man.
I didn't get my power nap in, but I'm ready to rock. Go ahead, Keith. What's up, bro?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, I didn't think I was gonna make it.
So you out there playing a little basketball?
Man, basketball played me. Shoot, I had a whole puddle of sweat.
That's funny.
Okay, what's been good, man?
Man, nothing much. Just same old, same old. Same old.
Okay. Well, introduce, go ahead and let them know you here. You live. We live.
What's up, people? People, we are live, people. What's going on? We on the Live and Level Gamers Podcast.
Anyway, so hopefully DGK jump in here a little later. If you're in the live chat, go ahead and sign off. Let us know who's listening. Currently, we have 2. K-Bum 20 is in the live chat.
We got folks, we got folks.
So we was talking about something here. We gonna jump into the topics. We only got really one, but K-Bum brought up something interesting I want to talk about. If one of y'all could pull up the games that Nintendo had for that Direct, I would very much appreciate it because I got a little too much on my hands over here.
You want it in the chat?
You can put it in the chat, or you can just have it with you, and you can kind of list them off as we go through them. Okay. It don't matter. Okay. I see that none of y'all got out to see Alita Battle Angel. I'm curious to know how that is, man. But I'm hearing good things, positive things about it. I saw the Aladdin trailer with Will Smith.
Womp womp.
Trash.
Yeah,
Trash. Where that sound bite at? Where did that sound bite at?
I don't have it. Hold on. I get it. I got it right here.
Oh, man.
Trash, garbage, fail. This is a trash movie, bruh. F minus. Trash.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that didn't look good at all. I hope Disney know what they're doing, cause Will look weird. That look super duper weird. I also saw the Shaft trailer this week. That looks funny. I saw Frozen 2 already getting prepared. I told my wife that she's gonna have to take the girls to see Frozen come through. My babies, that's all they do is sing Frozen. Like they do all the moves and everything. Like put their tablet on the ground, grab sheets and put it over their shoulders and walk around doing the whole moves, proposing to each other and all that in that one thing. Like, so they love Frozen. So we're gonna definitely have to take them to see Frozen 2. What else did I see, man? Trying to think of all the trailers I've seen.
Man, I'm kind of mad at this whole Frozen 2 thing, man. Because
what's that?
Because Disney don't really do sequels like that, man.
Well,
like that,
Pixar
man.
has changed the game, though. K-Bomb, Pixar has changed the game. Huh?
That's not Pixar.
I know. I'm saying Pixar has changed the game.
Has changed how Disney do it.
Yeah, so Disney trying to keep up, keep match that.
Man, they trying to cash in on this, man. That's all that is.
How many part twos have Disney actually done with their movies?
That went direct to DVD.
Direct to DVD, right?
Oh, they always go to direct. You're right. So this is the first to the big
I'm not gonna say
screen?
first. I'm not gonna say first. I'm not because I'm gonna get a fact check by somebody in the chat. So let me not say. So I'm not gonna go on a limb like that. But I'm gonna say it's not something typically that they do. That
Right,
they
that's
go
normally
from there.
DreamWorks and
DreamWorks do that, and
Pixar
do that. But you don't hear about Cinderella 2 or Sleeping Beauty 2 and
You're right.
Moana 2 and
But Frozen was one of their biggest movies of all time, though.
Yeah,
bro.
you remember even what's the one about with Rapunzel? What was that one that came out before Frozen? You ain't heard the sequel of that.
But you know what? You know
talk about Tangled?
Yeah, Tangled. There's no Tangled 2 coming around here.
These girls, man. I know.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'm gonna say something. Apparently, Tangled is in the same universe as.
They're actually supposed to be sisters. Actually,
they're supposed to be sisters, right?
Yeah.
Who? Tangled and Frozen?
Tangled and the oldest sister are actually sisters. Elsa.
Don't ask me why I know this.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Hey man, I'll send
hold up.
you the
Cornelius
video.
In the building. Now hold up, man. Y'all gotta explain this. So Elsa, which is the princess, is the queen now with the powers, is Tangled sister.
Allegedly.
How? When she got a younger sister?
That's not a sister. That's not a blood sister.
Where y'all find this at, man?
That's what it is, man. Like, because they've left it in the lore.
Till I tell Casey this.
It's a long story. I got to find the video, man. Yeah. So
wow. Send me.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna send it in the chat.
Yeah, send me that, man.
I think this is the one. The film theorists did it, and how Anna and Elsa are not sisters. It's actually the girl from Tangled.
Is this the theories guy? You said this is the theories guy?
Yeah, the film theorists.
Okay,
but other people have talked about it too, though.
Okay. There's clues to prove that to kind of lead to this. Man, when I show the wife this, she gonna flip out. Because this, I'm telling you, man, we have to watch Frozen all the time. Like I hid Frozen. That's how bad my girls was with it. And they don't call it Frozen, they call it Elsa.
Play that Elsa movie.
Elsa. We want Elsa.
That's funny.
So go ahead,
Cornelius asked about Aladdin. We already addressed that Aladdin, man.
Man. Aladdin was that. This is Aladdin.
Trash, garbage, fail. This is a trash movie, bruh. F minus.
Let me say something.
Zim?
Hey, yo, let me say something real quick. And I'm gonna step on my soapbox real quick. I'm gonna step off real quick. For one thing, I always imagine Princess Jasmine being a little bit darker than that. I don't know if I'm the only one who imagined that, but I thought she was a little bit more browner than that. Because Aladdin and her, I mean, they a little on the light side.
Okay,
I'm just like they ain't have no tan out there in Arabian Nights. It's been I'm gonna step on and I'm gonna step off real quick. That's all I'm saying.
Look, I ain't mad at it. Hold up. Welcome to the show, First Name Basis. He said, laugh out loud. Come on, man. How y'all know? I thought you guys would be talking about Avengers: The Endgame. We talked about that. We talking about these new trailers, bro.
Yeah,
these new trailers.
Yeah.
Phoenix Star 5000. Welcome to the show. What's up? So, yeah, I thought I would say this. I felt more so like that K-Bum with Aladdin himself. I felt like Aladdin, they could have picked a better Aladdin. Like he doesn't look like Aladdin to me. He looked a little too dweebish to be Aladdin, in my opinion.
He do a little dweebish.
Like a little too much on the dweebish side. You know what I'm saying? That was slap yourself. That's how I felt about that. Stupid. As far as Elsa, I'm still on Frozen. As far as Jasmine, I think they can get away with it. She could be darker.
Brown, man. That ain't brown.
I gotta look at the trailer again. Gotta look at the trailer again.
I'm sorry. That was my girl. Yeah, you can have Cinderella and all them back in the day. It was
Jasmine was the girl. She was. Read about horror. So It. Have y'all seen that trailer?
There's a new It.
You mean Us?
It.
Or It?
Is it It or no It? It. New It. And a new
What are you talking about? Jordan Peele's movie, Us.
Yeah, Us is coming out too. There's a new It
coming
out.
That mod trailer. Shout out to Cornelius. Right. That mod trailer. Have y'all seen that?
I ain't seen that.
I haven't seen that.
Man, y'all gotta check it out. It got what's the lady name? Somebody in the chat, please say her name. I can't think of it right now.
Help Keith out, man. He needs y'all help. He been sweating on
the woman from the help, and she made the boo-boo pie.
Oh, I seen the thumbnail for the video. I never clicked it because I don't know. It just didn't look interesting to me. Does it look cool? It's a scary movie.
It's a must see. Must see. I'll tell you, Spencer. Thank you, Cornelius. Yes, that looks good.
What trailer is this? What trailer is this?
It's called Ma.
Yeah. M.A. Ma.
M.A.
They got another Chucky coming out, man. I'm not interested. What else is out here? We on these trailers right now, folks. We ain't got a lot to talk about, but
Netflix,
what other trailer?
Netflix got a new movie coming out. They had a lot of good people in it. I can't think of the name of it. I've been looking for it.
That's why they keep raising up the price of my subscription. Whatever.
What did they go up to now?
It's like, I don't know. It's up like $2 more, something like that.
You got the HD version?
Yeah, I got 4K. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure, man. You know, you ain't grandfathered in or something like that. So, what else? What was I thinking? I had another one.
You said Us, but that was, I don't know about.
Bad Boys 3 coming out next year.
That was a trailer?
No trailer for it, but I wanted to talk about it.
Oh, I ain't heard no trailer yet about that.
Who else, man? Octavia Spencer. What's that?
That's the lady who's playing Ma.
Oh, okay. My bad, Cornelius. I thought you was naming the actual movie.
So the movie I'm talking about is called Triple Frontier. It's a Netflix movie. It's starring Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac, and Charlie Hunnam, Garrett Hedlund, Pedro Pascal. But yeah, that trailer looked good.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. See when is it supposed to hit when does it supposed to hit?
It is March 6th.
March 6th.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh, that's going
that Us, man. That Us. I ain't gonna front. That Us was kind of. I never felt like 5 on it would feel. Never thought it felt that creepy until hearing it on there, man.
Man, he made that dope.
Yeah, he made 5. I got 5 on it. Creepy.
Yeah, he did.
Correction, March 13th. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, he made that song sound real creepy, man. That movie, I'm interested to see where he going with this movie. After he did Get Out, I'm interested to see where he gonna go with.
I'm interested in anything he does now. I mean, that was Get Out was he put so many different themes and just hidden stuff throughout the entire movie, like the whole thing about the deer and how that translated through the entire movie was just some hidden stuff that you don't catch until you watch it 2, 3, 4 times. Like, oh, I see what you did, Jordan. Yeah, I'm a fan.
Okay, so we've been on these trailers, folks. So let's go and get into this discussion so we can kind of get it in. So we're gonna do this what you've been gaming on real quick. I'm gonna throw it at Keith first. We come back to K-Bum, and then I come to me after Keith. Then we end with K-Bum because I don't have much. So go ahead, Keith.
I don't
what you been gaming on?
I'm still playing Spider-Man as much as I can. And also Guacamelee. I think I'm almost at the end of Guacamelee. And I'll be done with that. Then I can put some more energy into what's the one? Starlink, which goes on sale. Like, it was on sale for like $19 for like PlayStation 4 and Xbox. So
is it still on sale, or it wasn't on sale for Nintendo?
It could have been.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna get it for if I get it. Okay, well for me, I actually played that Tetris. Okay.
But we got Smash Bros. Though.
It's called Congratulations. You played yourself.
Tetris 99.
Come on, brother.
I'm glad you brought it up, but you probably gonna say it anyways. But go ahead. The other.
And I played Tetris 99. I played Damien. How you say Optima?
X. I can't remember the name of the game.
I can't say it. I know the first one is Damien Automata or something like that. And then I played the Yoshi's Crafted World.
Okay.
I played the demos of those. And the Tetris, I'm not good at it. I'm to be honest with you. I'm really trashy at that game. But it is pretty cool to see all them different other real-time players, and they are affecting your game. And it's actually a pretty cool idea. What if this Nintendo idea? I don't know who came up with it, but it's a real cool idea. It's definitely something that I think you would like if you into Tetris and anything like that. But that was cool. But again, I'm not great at Tetris, so I didn't stay on it long. The Damien, how do you say that? Somebody say that for me. That name of that game. I can't. Let me look it up. Hold up. Keith sent me this. I'm finna pull it up. And I can find it over here. Why is it doing that?
While you're doing that, I also played those games too. I forgot the demo of Yoshi, and I got something to say today after you get through with yours.
Go ahead. I'm looking at this time right now. So good.
Okay, so I played Yoshi. I think I played that first because I was like, I know this is gonna be slow paced, and it's a Yoshi game. And I don't really play Yoshi games, but life changes you. I have a 3-year-old son now, and it's like I'm looking at this game and I'm like, I might actually buy this so I can watch him play it. And it's very graphically impressive, believe it or not. It's very slow paced. It's a Yoshi game, but I think I'm gonna get it, and I think I might actually play it with him. I don't know if it's 2-player or anything like that, but I'm definitely gonna play it with him. And I'll wait for you to Damon Ex Machina. That's it.
Okay, I couldn't find it on here.
If you want to give your opinion on that first.
I mean, okay, this is my opinion. Let me stick with the Crafted World. Okay, definitely not for me. Let me say that right off the gate. But I'm with you. My daughter is playing Yoshi's Epic Yarn, I think, or whatever, on her DS. That's one of the games I bought her when I bought her the 2DS. So she's playing Yoshi on there, and when she saw Yoshi on the Switch, she thought it was the exact same game she was playing, and she got real excited. And then as I played, she's like, well, this look a little different, but she was into it. So I was like, well, kid, I don't want to say my baby real name, but I was like, babe, I might get you this game. And I was like, man, I'm probably going to get you this game. And she was excited. So for that reason, I would be getting Yoshi's Crafted World. But it's definitely not for me. It's definitely not. It would not keep me coming back. At least that demo, what the demo had going on, that's too simple.
Right.
But yeah. But Damien, the Damien, how you say it again? Damien, how you say it?
Damien Ex Machina.
Damien Ex Machina. That game, to me, it took me a while to kind of figure out what they wanted me to do and how to kind of engage the oncoming enemies and stuff like that. So it was a little stiff. It was a little, I don't know. I'm still kind of not settled on how I feel about it. It ain't bad. It ain't great. But it's definitely got potential. But if it stay in the pace that it's currently at, it could definitely be a snooze. And I don't know yet. So the verdict is out. The demo ain't selling me on it. If anything, the demo, I'm just gonna put it out here. The demo might hurt it if you ain't into that type of stuff.
And
that's my verdict.
I agree. When I was playing it, I was like, this presentation, I'm not really feeling it. Like when they showed the trailers, they made it seem so fast paced. But when you play it, it's not. It's not fast paced at all. Don't get me wrong. The way it's played, it really feels like you're in a mech. I give it that because it is slow, and then how you have to aim and target and stuff like that. But I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can play through a whole thing of this. And then just the presentation overall just didn't capture me. So you might be right about the demo might actually turn people off onto the game.
I think the demo might be. But you know what they said they're asking for feedback, so I give them that. I give them credit. They looking for feedback to make corrections and improve it. So this might help it because people might be like, "Hey, man, make it faster, a little bit more agile." To me, that's the problem. Is like you said, it do feel like you moving metal and it's real stiff and it just don't. It ain't as fluid as you would think, and they need to improve the way the gun shoots. I feel like the gun should be shooting way more bullets than it's shooting.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the missile, they need to make more sense. I don't know if I like the lock-on system because, like I said, it's if it remains as is, this could be an epic fail. From what we saw and how it hyped us up, this could be an epic fail if it doesn't improve beyond what we played via the demo. So I'm gonna give them an olive branch and say that they did this for this purpose of finding out what they need to tackle to improve the game and make it, I guess, appeasing to everyone and live up to what they the hype that it created. But right now, as it stands, it's definitely a pass if it stays like this. That's what I would say. So
I agree.
Okay. Anything else? Any other game? Anything else from you, Keith or K-Pop, whoever? Or we can move on.
Talking about what we gaming on?
Yeah.
Oh, you never asked me, bro.
Right. Yeah, go ahead. It's your go, bro.
Ask me, bro.
I didn't think me and Keith was gonna go that long.
I'm sitting here. I'm doing my taxes, waiting for my chance.
No, you know the wifey do taxes, bro. Anyway, I know you know.
Anyway,
go ahead.
Yeah, no. So, what I've been gaming on. So mostly I've been gaming on. I think most of the time has been 2K. I finally got my whole crew done came back. Had some missing pieces that's been MIA, but we're finally back and we're able to play the whole program piece where you have your 5 starters versus 5 other people. So that's been in a competitive type of game mode. So that's been legit. And then I've been spending time playing Apex Legends. That's been the other piece of my time is doing that. So it's been pretty cool, man. Apex Legends. I mean, I've never been a fan of Fortnite, but Apex Legends seems pretty cool.
Oh, okay. So speaking on that, let's go into this first topic. You was talking about Fortnite and Apex Legends, and you made a statement that was intriguing to me, where you said that you believe that Apex Legend was meant to be a AAA game for sale, and they took a game that they meant to sell and made it free to play. And I want you to kind of go into that a little bit more.
Well, I was saying, I'm saying is I didn't say they made this game for sale.
This is your theory. That's what I'm saying.
They made this game to be just as good as a game that you can sell. So what I mean by that is like the quality of it is just the same. So what I was talking about, we were talking about AAA. We were talking AAA game. We were talking about free to play game. We were talking about Fortnite as a free to play game, Apex Legends as a free to play game, and kind of what I was leaning towards is that Fortnite at first, I believe, wasn't going to be a free to play game. I believe Fortnite, in fact, it was going to be a whole different game off the bat. Fortnite was going to be like this what they call those tower defense game, what it was supposed to be. Of Battlegrounds, they spun up this battle royale gameplay. And so what happened was is that the battle royale, because I believe you actually had to pay for the building part of Fortnite. I believe that still cost. I believe that wasn't free. So play the defense tower portion of the game. I believe actually cost, if I'm not mistaken. And so what happened? They quickly spun up this free to play little battle royale piece that end up blowing whatever they intended out of the water, right? And so they kind of went down this free to play market and made billions of dollars, right? And then now looking at Apex Legends, what I was saying about Apex Legends is that so the way Apex Legends started is that they were looking at making Titanfall 3. That's what they were doing. They were looking at making Titanfall 3. And then they started to observe what was going on in the gaming community. This is really fine. I'm talking about. And they observed what was going on. They said, you know what?
Whoa. Is that me?
Yeah, it's not me. That's you. It gotta be you.
Okay, I got it. I figured. I got it. All right, go ahead.
All right. So they observed what was going on, which is these free-to-play battle royale games. And so Titanfall said, hey, you know what I'm saying? Can we do that? And so what they did, they started to work on Titanfall 3 as a or a version of Titanfall 3 with free to play as battle royale, and it didn't work because of the mechs. And so they chased this other idea, which ended up becoming Apex Legends. And so what I was saying is that this game with Apex Legends, the reason why it's so much polished is that it was created to be a AAA type game. It wasn't made to be just a free to play type of game. Or not, sorry, it wasn't meant to be just like a offshoot, small little niche type of job. It was created in the same aspect. You would create they would have created the Titanfall 3. Matter of fact, what happened was they actually put off development of Titanfall 3 for this game. So development of Titanfall 3 was pushed back and put on hold, and they put the majority of their resources on Apex Legends. And to me, that's the reason why I say that this was a AAA game made and disguised as a free to play type of game. Reason why I feel like they did it is for one reason, and that's money. Looking at but we got Smash Bros though. Exactly, bro. It's the same concept. The same way you spend money in Fortnite is a very similar way. There's no gameplay advantage. There's zero gameplay advantage of any money you spend, except for, I'll take that back. There is one gameplay advantage. There are two additional players who actually cost money. Which is different than Fortnite, because Fortnite is not a hero shooter or whatever type of game. Everybody's the same in Fortnite, despite what their costume looks like. So only gameplay advantage you do get is that you do get two different heroes that you have to pay money for, or you can grind and kind of earn yourself without spending money. But everything else is cosmetics. Guns, uniforms. They don't really have dances, but they have signature finishes and stuff like that. And all of that is done for one reason alone, is to make free-to-play money, which is upwards in billions of dollars if you do it right. So that's my stance on Apex Legends, that this was a AAA type of game, just disguised and put into a free-to-play type of mode. Pretty much a free-to-play pricing model.
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
I got it out.
You got a little late there. You got a little late, but I had caught you. I got you, man.
I got it out.
I was like, he ain't slipping off of that. Y'all got me. I'm getting y'all now. Look,
a free-to-play pricing model. It's simply what they did with this game, but it is all. If you listen to the end of the community, all the community is talking about is the ping system of this game. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to play it and understand it. And it is by far better than anything any other game has come up with, and by far it's going to set gaming going forward. Is the way they did this ping system. It's going to many games are going to follow it going forward. If they don't follow it, they'll be stupid not to.
Okay. But, Let me send a shout out to Pearly 21.
First timer, bro.
Yeah, he said his first time catching us live. I'm gonna say this, man. Listen to you.
He knows about the ping system. Look at him, Pearl. He knows about the ping system.
Yeah, the ping system is great. Allows you to communicate with people without mics.
Bro, it's off the chain, man. And it's
without
intuitive.
mics. How?
It's intuitive, man. Like you can tell, if you point to an enemy and press the R1, it knows to say that there's enemies over there. If you point to a building, it's gonna say, let's explore this building. If you point to a crate, it's gonna say, hey, look at this crate. You can point to a weapon on the ground saying, hey, look, there's a weapon on the ground. It'll say what the weapon is. If there's an attachment on the ground, you can point to the attachment and it will describe the attachment in the player's voice to the other people. It's intuitive, man. Like it is. I'm telling you, you have to play it to understand it. And once you play it and understand the ping system, like games will be stupid not to follow this going forward. That's all I got to say.
Well, we want to send you a shout out, man. We appreciate you watching the shows on replay. That shows support, man. So, Pearly, we appreciate that, bro. So, anyway, I'm interested in checking this out, man. I might download this evening.
I actually downloaded it. I forgot to play it.
This evening. Oh, you said you have?
Yeah, I actually I asked K-Bomb on PlayStation. I was like, hey, is it free or whatever? And he was like, yeah, and I downloaded it. I just ain't played it yet.
Yeah, that's right. You did tell me about it, man. That what happened to you?
I guess I will download it tonight. I mean, hey, if y'all on, I'll jump on. Hey, I might get killed. It might be level held. Oh,
doggone. Congratulations, you played yourself.
It might be leveled head down for a few moments, but I'll play it. But anyway, so
it's legit, bro. Like I've only won once out of like 30 games. And
K-Bob losing?
No, I die in this game. So no, man, but it's a team based. It's team based. So it's three people versus like 20 other teams of threes. And so that's how you play it. And like, man, it's pretty fun, man. Like it's legit. Like I said, I like it way better than Fortnite. I couldn't stand the building aspect of Fortnite. This one is pretty cool, man. Like it deserves the hype that it's getting because it is polished. It is well done.
Okay, I believe you. I mean, like I said, I watched a video of it yesterday, and it definitely looked real good. So I definitely plan on at least downloading it. But again, that first person's perspective, bro, that I typically pass if it ain't like a Metroid Prime or something. But I give it a shot, man. I get it in with you guys. To speed things up, let's go ahead and jump into our topic for tonight. We didn't have much, but Nintendo had a direct this past week on Wednesday, right before Valentine's Day. I hope y'all took your ladies out, if not on Valentine's Day, on Valentine's weekend, something. I hope y'all cooked like your boy Leveled Head did. I mean, that Parmesan chicken from scratch. Who needs Olive Garden? Y'all ain't feeling that? Y'all just left me out there. Okay. But anyway,
I saw the picture up.
Yeah,
man.
bro. I saw you send me love, man, and a little thumb up on Facebook, bro.
Yeah, I
put my fist off in that. Read that stuff up like this, the YouTube tutorial told me. Right.
Terrible.
Anyway, so they had a direct this week, and we are here to give our assessment of this direct. First of all, I want to know K-Bomb. I know Keith watched it. K-Bomb, did you watch the direct, bro? Did you give it a fair shake? Did you watch the Sony PlayStation Direct 2019?
Sony had a direct?
Yeah, it's called Nintendo. They trying to beat it. Did you watch the direct, man?
I saw and heard some of the highlights.
Okay, so you've seen enough. Did you get a chance to see at least this one? Let me see it on here. Made by Platinum Games.
Is that Astral?
Yeah. What is it, Keith? Astral Chain. You saw that, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. Then you can definitely stay in the conversation. I won't mute you. So let's get it in, man. Let me ask you this, Keith. Was this a good direct to you, or was it not? What was your thoughts?
So going back to my comment to Yoshi, I get it. I get it. And it was a good direct. I think there was enough for everybody. Maybe not sports fans, but there was enough for everybody in this direct. Um, I think Nintendo has shown enough for this year. Sucks that Damon X Machina is not like really living up to the hype that we had when we saw it. What was it? Was it 2 years ago or a year ago?
At least a year ago. It was last. I think it was this past E3.
But other than that, I feel like there's enough in there for anybody, any Switch owner to appreciate and want to go out and buy and support some of these games. Even some of the old games like Captain Toad, paid DLC or not, that's a good game. If anybody's ever played Captain Toad. So I think I thought
K-Bum like, really? Captain Toad?
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. I'm listening.
Oh, that was it.
So I'm gonna say, man, I thought this, and this has been a while since I've said this about a Nintendo Direct. I always thought they was all pretty cool, solid. This one was kind of fire, man. Like I agree with you, Keith. To me, they gave everybody something to eat. I think about when my wife is cooking, my kids are kind of picky. And some nights she just make everybody kind of what they want. Like my twins don't want to eat, or my daughter don't want to eat what we cook, the main meal. She'll make something different for them. And it's kind of like Nintendo made sure everybody got a little bit of something that they wanted. And I thought it was filled up with games, quality games, a lot of exclusive, a lot of new stuff that we wasn't expecting, a lot of surprises with games that they acquired that's coming to the Switch. What is that game?
Hellblade.
Hellblade, like that game. So overall, I thought it was a hot direct. I enjoyed it. I would say the last 10 minutes, or I would say last 6 minutes, really is what made it go from pretty cool, solid to hot. Like it started off blazing and it definitely ended blazing. And I left with a smile on my face. So, K-Bum, do you got anything to add to this part before we get
into it? Yeah, Nintendo. But we got Smash Bros. Though.
Okay. So let's get it in. So Nintendo came out, and the first thing they announced was a remake or a port of. Oh, I know it. I'm messing with you. They actually announced a new game, Super Mario Maker 2. And everybody was thinking that, and Nintendo could have easily done this, just ported over Super Mario Maker from the Wii U. But they didn't do that. They made a new Super Mario Maker Part 2. They added in the 3D world, what would you call that, skin. They added in Mario 3, Super Mario Brothers 3 on the NES. They added that in as a... Huh?
It wasn't in the original?
I don't think Super Mario 3 was. I'm not for sure. If I'm wrong on that, correct me in the comment section. I don't think Super Mario 3 was a part of the skins in the original. I think it was Mario NES, the original Mario NES. I think it was also New Super Mario. I think it was them two skins. I don't think that the 3D Mario 3 was one of the skins. If I'm wrong, correct me. Cornelius said, I think it was. I could be wrong on that. I thought from what I was listening to Game Explain and others that they were saying that the 3D Marios, the Super Mario World 3 was a new skin to the game. I could be wrong on that. I didn't play Mario Maker. Oh, yes, I did not play Mario Maker on the Wii U. So I might get this game. I'm not finna say I am, but that was definitely cool. Keith, what you think about it?
We got slopes though. Everybody's talking about the slopes. If you're not familiar with playing Mario games, you can slide down and kill a bunch of enemies. So now slopes. I think it's pretty cool. It's just that now you will see that what was so special about the Wii U. Now you're gonna see that with this Mario Maker 2. You're gonna be like, oh, I get it. I get the Wii U now. I understand because now it's straight portable or on the TV. It's one or the other. And using the touchpad is probably more intuitive, obviously, when making stages, but it's not impossible because you could have used a regular controller on the old game. But it's I'll just finish with this. It's fun just playing the stages that people created. I hope that they let you carry over some of those stages from the old games and like add new things in it that the new features have.
Right. Now, that was something I'm going to bring. K-Bone, did you see Mario Maker 2? Did you have anything you want to say about that? Are you cool on this particular?
Yeah, I can go ahead.
Okay, well.
But we got smashed, bro.
We get to hear you. Either way it goes, we get to hear you, K-Bone. So, they did add a wheel to help facilitate creation of stages. But in talking about this, I thought came to me, and me and you got to talk about this in a hangout, Keith. What if I asked, what if Nintendo put, my original thought was mirroring, but then I was like, well, Chromecast, but then you explained to me how Chromecast work, and I was like, oh, well, that wouldn't work. But what if Nintendo did something like mirroring, which I feel like wouldn't work because I think the technology is too slow. But what if they did something like this, reverse engineered what the Wii U did, whereas instead of this, and make the dock able to do what the Wii U gamepad was doing, where it can cast the game onto the screen via the dock, even though the system is undocked. See what I'm saying? If you take the Switch out, make the dock able to cast what the Switch is doing onto the screen anyway in a lower resolution. Meaning if it casts at 720 like the dock, like the handheld Switch, but you can cast that onto the TV via like what the the Wii U was doing with the gamepad, where the gamepad had its own inner workings where it allowed that shared visual to be on both. Think they could do something like that?
Yeah.
Down the line?
I think it's possible, but man, I really think it's a missed opportunity for not doing it in the first place.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think the dock in and of itself is very anemic. It's like only thing you need it for is just to hook it up to the TV. Other than that dock is irrelevant under that TV. So I think they should have did so much more with the dock. And what you're explaining right now is something that they should never have taken out, because if you want to port over these Wii U games that took advantage of what the Wii U was,
the streaming, the dual screens,
the streaming and stuff like that, then that should have been something that should have been on. I hope what you just said actually came up when they were in the planning, when they were designing this thing.
Yeah, it makes sense to me if you just take what was in the gamepad and reverse engineer that into the actual dock. And when you dock it, that can also help with the visuals of the game. Dock it can improve the visuals, but when you undock it, you still have, and if you playing at the house, a game like Mario Maker, you can still do all the stage creation and cast the image that's on your Switch through the docks on hardware within the dock itself can still stream that in a lower visual onto the TV. You won't get 1080p. You might get 720p, but still you can do it and still get the Wii U effect, but still have the luxury of the Switch and be able to leave the house with the Switch if you want to do that. I think that would be a smart move down the line, possibly. But yeah, Mario Maker 2 announced. Then the next thing was Marvel Ultimate Alliance coming this summer. We already seen that. We have touched on that, so we don't have to talk about that. So let's move on. Unless you want to talk about it, Keith or K-Bone, it's up to y'all. We can keep moving.
I'm gonna keep moving. I mean, that's a game that I'm looking for the which is that game. But we can keep moving. Like I said, we already heard the announcement. We already know it's coming. Just some new characters and stuff like that. But I'm good.
Okay. So the next game that we saw was Dragon Quest. Is this 11S coming to the Switch this fall? Is that right? Am I saying that right? 11?
That's correct.
Okay, so anything on this? Anything you want to say on this?
Never been a Dragon Quest fan. Never played any other games. I'm glad it's here because I'm sure it's huge. This is the 11th game, and I know it's huge in Japan. And the art, you can recognize the art style. You know who that is. So I'm not excited, but I'll keep an eye out on it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say this: Nintendo went real hard with the JRPGs. They got the JRPGs on lock right now with all the JRPGs that just announced within this direct. Nintendo got that. If you into JRPGs, you got your fill this past Wednesday with the Switch Nintendo Direct. So let's move on. Dragon Quest Builders releases this July. Did you have anything you want to say about that?
No.
Okay. So like I said, we try to get to the ones we want to talk about. So free and play DLC coming to Captain Toad. Now this was cool. So they added 2 players, companion or co-play to Captain Toad, and they have DLC coming to Captain Toad. What was your thought on this?
I'm with it. I love Captain Toad, man. Captain Toad was that one relaxing game that had the puzzles and you can take your time. Like, I love games like that where I can just take my time and figure the things out. Of course, it's Nintendo, so it wasn't terribly difficult. But then the later stages did have some type of difficulty. But I'm with it, man. And I hope that the DLC stages bring forth like a new something. Because this game, Captain Toad, of course, was made... what was the game? Super Mario 3D World? Was that the game? Yeah. So this game came from that. So I hope that they do something spectacular where another game is birthed from this game. So that would be beautiful. So I love the Captain Toad series. It's been a long time in the coming for Captain Toad, man, all the way back from Mario Galaxy.
Okay, Mom, have you played Captain Toad?
Why would you ask me such a question? You already know the answer to that.
Now, let me say
that
this.
is not my wheelhouse of games.
Let me say this. Captain Toad is a very nice looking game, as far as visually. It's a very visually pleasing game. That whole engine or whatever they use, that tablet, that 3D World tablet, it just looks good. I don't know what it is. It's just night them stages, the way things look in that game, the colors, I don't know. It just pops. I don't know if you feel that way, Keith. Those games pop to me. Like Captain Toad pops off the screen. The visuals in the game, the animation pops, not the animation, but the animation of the graphical design of the game pops off the screen, and it's just pleasing to the eyes. I didn't get Captain Toad on the Wii U. I meant to get it, but when it came time to get it, I got something else and then never came back to it. And by this time, the Wii U was basically on its deathbed, needing prayer and resuscitation. So I just skipped it. But I might get Captain Toad because it looked like it's a fun game to me. It looks like it's, and listening to you, Keith, you seem to really enjoy the game. So I think I might end up getting it.
It's really relaxing, in my opinion.
Okay. All right. I might check that out. So the next one is I'm gonna give this my best shot. On a Niki or Nikai
on a Naki?
On a Naki. That's how you say it. All righty then.
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
You didn't have to do me like that. You could have said, "Hey, level, just let me say it for you, man." You didn't have to do that.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
You sound better than me.
It's
That's
called
all
congratulations.
That
you played
sound
yourself.
Better than me. But this is from Square. Man, dog.
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
This is from Square Enix. This game looked cool to me. I think this game looked real good. I think this game. I think it's an action RPG. If I'm wrong on that, I think I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yes, it's an action RPG. And this game, to me, man, looks cool. It looks like it can fit into that, like a cross between like a Zelda and a Lost Souls type of feel. And as long as I can control my character and I'm actually swinging the sword and I can get into a game like that. And this game looked cool to me. K-Mom, did you see this game? I don't know if you saw this one.
No, I didn't see this one.
You might need to look at this one, man. This one looks real cool, man. I like the visuals. I like the colors. I just like the whole setup, man. It's a pretty cool looking game. Go ahead, Keith. What you think about this one?
I do agree. I think the fact that it's an action RPG is a saving grace for me. Not knocking traditional turn-based style RPGs. I just never, when I was growing up, just never got into them. So I'm with you. With the fact that I can control my character is great. For those older gamers out there, the last RPG that I played that it was turn-based was it was an N64 game, Hybrid Heaven. For anybody out there who was like, "Whoa, Hybrid Heaven!" That was the last time I was like, "I'm done. I can't play this." But yes, it looks good, and these Square Enix games typically have like deep, good stories. So I'm going to be happy enough to play this game and be able to like enjoy the story without feeling like, man, I really don't want to play the game. I just want to, but now I can actually play this.
Now, is this an exclusive to the Switch, or is this because Nintendo had a lot of exclusives in this direct? So is this game coming to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox, or is it strictly a Nintendo title?
I'm looking at the trailer now. I don't know.
Let me see. If y'all know, let me know in the comment section. Hold up. Somebody text me.
I don't know. If it did, if anything, I would say if it wasn't exclusive, it's definitely coming to the PlayStation 4. That would be my assumption.
Okay. If somebody in the comment section find out if this game is exclusive to the Switch, because this game looks, like I said, this game looks real cool, man. So the next one was Ruin Factor 4 remake for the Switch, and then Ruin Factor 5. Is that right? Announced for the Switch. Yeah, another RPG. I didn't care. No, I didn't care too much for this one. What about you?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So keeping this thing moving.
You ain't gonna ask me, bro?
You didn't see this one, K-Bum. I ain't ask you that. The next one was Damien X. We talked about that on the demo coming out. That was cool. The demo might cause folks to push the pause button and possibly the panic button on the game, because it is not like what you like Keith said. It doesn't. The highlight wheel makes the game look way more action-packed than it actually is. But again, these are the earlier stages. It could ramp up once you get all your abilities and everything. So I'm holding out. I'm not going to judge too harshly from the demo and the fact that they're asking for feedback. I'm going to give them that caveat and just reserve my critique until we get, I guess, a more finished product. But what I played, the demo, needs some work. That's what I would say. But that was a cool announcement that you could try it out today. I thought that was cool. K-Bomb, did you try this game out?
Try what game was that?
Damien X.
I'm messing with you, man. Nah, man, I ain't tried that out.
Oh, okay. Keith, go ahead if you got anything to add to
it. What kind of game is it, bro? What kind of game is it?
It's I would say a mech, like in that lane.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I'm like Pearly saying, man, the controls were weird.
Well, now what's this? This is not the game they announced like last
E3 last year. Yeah.
Oh, this is the game everybody was kind of up in arms about when they said it would look kind of cool when they announced it, but the demo.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, no, I haven't tried. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. The demo leaves you questioning whether the game will live up to the hype that it generated when it first was revealed.
Okay.
So, okay. Yeah. It's a little bit of a letdown for right now. Keith, you got anything to add to that? All right, so Fire Emblem, 3 Houses hits on, and this is what I liked about this direct. Nintendo was giving dates. They weren't just coming soon or coming. Well, some of this was this summer, this fall, this June, but some of this was actually dated. This is coming out. It's pushed back because it's supposed to be coming out this spring, but they pushed it back and it's coming out July the 26th. 3 Houses hits on July the 26th. What did you think about this game, Keith?
I never was a Fire Emblem fan, but I'm happy that this game is coming out. It looks good. The animation, the animated scenes look really good. I've tried to give this series a try. It never just got to me. I mean, I'll keep my eye on this because I always love to explore my Nintendo IP range, but it looks good. Just not my style of game.
Right. Yeah, and I'm kind of with you. What I saw, the story and the cutscenes and the animation looks cool. But again, it's that JRPG stuff, and I'm really not all that into that. So definitely something I will be probably skipping. But for those that are into this, and this is going to kill in the Japanese market. This is going to kill in Japan. Like everything that we announced, for the most part, is going to demolish the sales in Japan. Mario Maker 2, Dragon Quest 11, Dragon Quest Builder, the Square Enix, I can't say it, title, Ruin Factor 4 and Ruin Factor 5. That's all going to kill. And then you add Fire Emblem, 3 Houses. All these games are going to kill sales-wise in Japan. This is going to help Nintendo out big time in Japan. So I kind of want to say this is kind of more of a Japan-laced, Japan fan-base geared direct because it had a lot of stuff that you would think the East would really love. So, but I'm probably going to skip on July the 26th. I'll be skipping this title. K-Bomb, did you by any chance get to see Fire
Emblem? So I've never really pay attention to any Fire Emblems because it is an RPG. It's a JRPG too at that. So yeah, I've never paid attention to any of them, and I know they've been out there for a while. So
right,
not my cup of tea. I don't care.
Technically, it's a strategy game. But
you can lose that too. It's not a Nintendo thing. Doesn't matter what console they come out in. I don't play them. I still ain't finished Witcher, so let's leave it at that.
Dang, that's right. You still.
So
that's the longest. That's one of the few. But you finished Mass Effect though.
Mass Effect is about 20-30 hours. The Witcher, I'm 68 in and still ain't finished. I'm at the second act, not even the third act yet.
Dude, I put 110 hours into Zelda before I completed it.
Brother, I would clap my hands for you if I wasn't playing this game.
Yeah, I clap my hands for that. But that's light, okay, bro. That's light. I seen cats who actually had 200 plus hours in the same game that I only had 100.
Oh, what you playing? What you playing right now?
Breath of the Wild. What am I playing right now?
No, I was saying, what was K-Ball playing right now?
I put well over 100 hours in multiplayer games, easy, but not in single player games. I can't do it.
Okay, I'm with you. I understand.
I put well over 100 in multiplayer games and stuff.
What about Overwatch? How much have you put in there?
I'm probably 200-300, probably.
Man. Your wife probably be like, he down in his haven.
Easy, bro. Like it's been out for like 3 years, so it don't take much to get 2-3 hours in 3 years.
You right?
200-300 hours. Yeah, I played the crap out of that, man. But again, it's multiplayer. I can't do it. Can't do that with a single player. I get bored too quick. For
Cornelius said, look.
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
Said, this man still ain't finished with Witcher.
Boo this man. Boo this man. I'm not an RPG dude. I'm sorry. I am not. I am not an RPG. I cannot. My threshold is 20 hours. That's my threshold. If a game reaches over 20 hours in a single player, I am done. I am ready to check out. That's how I've always been. I'm sorry.
Shouts out to Blue Boat. Welcome to the show. We're gonna get to actual change. We're getting down there. We're just going through the list of these games that came before it and kind of giving our thoughts on it. So the next one was multiple Final Fantasy games. I think it was Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 9, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Final Fantasy 9 already dropped in the eShop, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, JRPGs is just getting love all throughout this this direct. K-Bum, I know you a Final Fantasy guy?
I'm waiting for the person you talk to say something.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
No, you ain't talking. I think I played a Final Fantasy on the Nintendo system, the original Nintendo, and I think I played it. And Cornelia's gonna flame me for it. I saw all that reading. I'm like, I played Zelda on the original Nintendo. I'm like, this is too much work.
It's too much words, man. Too many words.
It's too much, man. I can't do all this, man.
Now that's one thing I will thank Nintendo for with Damien. They actually got actual talking in the game.
What?
Yeah, bro. You ain't gotta sit there and read it. They talking, so that was cool. Actually, I was reading, wasn't even paying attention that they were talking. I was so used to reading text. I was just reading it, not paying no attention. I was like, wait a minute, they talking. Hold up.
That's funny.
So I fell back like, I can chill out. I ain't gotta read this stuff. So
that's funny.
But yeah, Keith, what do you think about this announcement, man, with the Final Fantasy 7 and 9? Oh, okay, we can move on. So,
no, seriously, it's again, it's not for me. I don't really care, but I'm glad it's here. I'm glad it's available for those who do care, for those who want to play those games.
Right,
which is a good look.
Now, hold up. Go ahead and talk. I'm getting the call. I don't want to. They must want something because they called me back. Go ahead and keep talking, bro.
You want to move on, K-Bone?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. The next one that announced was Box Boy and Box Girl announced for the Switch. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Box Boy, K-Bone, but I think it was either a 3DS or a Wii U game. So basically, what the game was like, you had this little box and you had to try to maneuver through the world by extending your boxes or whatever. And sometimes you had a limited number of boxes you can use. So if you only have 4 boxes to extend across a river or something like that, or a gap, you have to, use those puzzles and it'll increase. So, and with this one, if you watch the trailer,
I can see K-Bone face as you explained it to him. I can see his face, bro.
With this one, they have Box Girl, so now you got 2 people playing at the same time, and it's like they have increased the puzzles. It's kind of like, if you really think about it, it's kind of like 1-2 Switch. Is it 1-2 Switch? Is that the one where you have to cut out and things like that?
Yeah, 1-2 Switch. No. That's Snipper Clips.
Snipper Clips, yeah, Snipper Clips. Similar to that, where you have to work together.
That's not gonna work.
Box Boy is pretty cool.
I mean, no, it's a cool concept. Just like Snipper Clips, like me and my wife played it. I mean, that was a cool concept, but you're not gonna catch me in my man cave for 2 hours.
Yeah, that game. Look, when I saw the game, I ain't knocking nobody that would be into it. I'm pretty sure it's a good puzzle. I'm pretty sure it's a challenging game, but to me, those type of games that Nintendo can just drop in on their YouTube channel and be like, "Hey, it's coming." You see what I'm saying? Like, but from what I understand, this game is pretty popular, so I guess it was a big pickup for them.
Yeah.
So I was looking forward to that part to just go on by. Like we can get past this. So okay, my baby's still calling me. Anyway, That's my daughter. She don't want nothing. So she can't get her mama. She want to know what she cooked. And I'm like, call her. I'm not telling you what she cooked. You chose to go to grandma's house. Now you're stuck. So leave me alone.
That's funny.
So the next one was multiple third-party ports. What was all those ports? Hellblade,
Dead by Daylight, and
huh?
Whoa, they did that. Oh, Dead by Daylight, huh? Wow.
They got Dead by Daylight, Hellblade, and what was the third one, Keith?
Unravel 2.
Unravel did a racing game. No. They had a racing game in there too.
No, Unravel's that little character with the little.
That's EA's game.
Yeah, they got that, but they also got a racing game.
Yeah, they did. It's not showing on this.
Rally or something like that. Or some racing game. It looked okay. I'll be honest about the racing game. All right, go ahead. Y'all talk. Let me get my boo. She only 8. She needs daddy right now. Go ahead.
So I think I was talking to Level in the chat before, and I was like, man, Hellblade and D2K. Shout out to D2K, who's not here. Hellblade. I was like, man, finally, it's gonna be discounted on the PlayStation again. I might download it. Not saying that I don't want to get it on the Switch, because I do. I mean, it's some game that I really want to play. But I noticed that when multiplayer games drop on the Switch or any Nintendo console, they usually are discounted on the other things. So
that is also true.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be checking for Hellblade to see they got a nice little discount. I'm gonna get it on the PlayStation, but that's a good look. Of course, you're gonna have a bunch of people trying to compare, look at the graphics, look at the downgrades, stuff like that. I'm just amazed that they even got it on the Switch, and it looks, just from just the quick screens that I've seen, it looks very comparable. Of course, when Digital Foundry get their hands on it, they're gonna really go in on it. You played Dead by Daylight, right?
No, I've seen it. I've watched it. I haven't played it, but I've watched Dead by Daylight, so I know about it. That's the Jason one, right?
I think so. You want to explain to the people if they don't know?
Yeah, there it is. Grid Auto Sport. That is the racing game. Thank you, Blue Boat, for helping me out. I'm back, fellas. Go ahead. Y'all was talking. I interrupted y'all. I apologize. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you want to explain Dead by Daylight, because I don't really know. I heard of it, but I don't know much about it.
So it's like what they did was like they took from different horror genres or whatever these killers, and so what you have to do, you have to survive. So it's like one person is the killer,
survivor, and the one
is the killer,
right?
And then the other people are survivors, and so you have to do certain things in the certain things. So you have certain it's not checkpoints, but certain things as a survivor that you have to do. And then the whole killer, his job is to not let you do those. Like there's a generator you have to start up as a survivor, and so you have to be able to hide from the killer, and then start up the generator. And it's a multiplayer game, so it's multiple people as the trying to stay alive.
Everybody in the game is an actual person.
Yeah, and even the killer is an actual person, and so they have their unique abilities, and everybody else has their unique abilities. So it's actually a hit on stream on Twitch.
I see that. I actually didn't know that I had already seen the game being played by a guy I follow on YouTube, so I didn't know the name of the game. It's all right.
It's cool, man. It's cool. It's unique. For what it is, man, I think it's very unique, and
it's unique. I just don't feel like they give the survivors or the people that need to survive enough weapons and things to offset the villains.
Man, you ain't about to just shoot these people, man. You better use your wits.
Yeah, I'm saying all you can do is really run. You run a lot. It's just running and jumping through windows, jumping back through, running around cars. It's to me. It looked cool, but to me, if they gave you
it's like Survivors, like the original Resident Evil, you didn't have a whole bunch of guns and weapons.
Right, I'm with you. But if I never saw one, do they have guns in the game?
I thought they did have guns or something like that in the game. I thought I saw guns in the game. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a while since I've seen a stream of it, but I thought they did have a gun.
Okay. Well, what about this Hellblade? What y'all think about this, man? First of all, what is this? Go ahead. What you
We,
say?
we kind of talked about Hellblade and how we're excited that the Switch Nintendo owners, who didn't have the other console, actually get a chance to play this game because it itself is a very unique game, a very unique game, and so I'm excited that everyone can get a chance to partake in it because this is an indie studio that made indie studio that made a AAA game
And got bought out by Microsoft.
Yeah,
that's big.
That's why I was
that's why it's on the Switch.
Yeah, that's why I was going with it. But I'm glad K-Ball said that because
but that's Ninja Theory, right?
Ninja Theory, and they got bought out by Microsoft, so they are an in-house studio by Microsoft, and Microsoft is allowing this game to be on the Switch. So my question is, what does this say about how deep Nintendo and Microsoft relationship is getting?
Yeah, true.
That's interesting to me.
That's true.
So
I mean, but this original game wasn't published by Microsoft like the first Mass Effect was. But
no, it wasn't published, but they own it. They own the game in the studio now.
Yeah, they do. So Ninja Theory first was a Sony entity. At first, when they did what was the game? Blade. I forget the name of that game. They had the guy Andy Serkis as the caption guy. It had the girl with the long orange hair, red hair. I forget the name of that game. But they first came out with games on the PS3. It was okay. And then they venture off and started to do this, and then now they got bought out. So that was kind of a loss for them to lose Ninja Theory. But you know what I'm saying, much props to them getting bought out. Then that's dope for them.
Okay. So moving on, we had the Battle Royale.
Heavenly Sword. Ooh, it just came to me. That was the name of the game they did. Heavenly Sword. Yeah.
Why haven't Sony, speaking of Heavenly Sword, why haven't Sony made a part 2 to that?
It didn't sell well.
But see, man, I hate that.
It didn't.
That's a good game, man, and it got a ridiculous story to it.
Oh, it was dope, but it didn't sell well.
But couldn't that be because it was the early? I mean, that's when the PlayStation was $600.
It was a very early PS3 game. I don't know. They just didn't put anything else behind it. I thought it was well made for what they were trying to do.
At least re-release it and do like an HD remake of the game and see how it do. Because that game was dope. That's a dope game. And I actually bought a friend's copy and played it and was into it. But I never got a chance to finish it, and I never went out and bought it. But it is a dope game.
It is.
So, moving on, Tetris 99, which is a battle royale Tetris. Ain't that kind of crazy? This is a battle. This is Tetris meets battle royale.
I don't even know what that means.
You had to see it in action to understand it. So what it is Tetris 99. You are one of 99 individuals playing against each other, and what you do in your game and how fast you stack the blocks and different points and things that you do affects the other 99. Like you can increase the amount of blocks okay. You know how Tetris works. Like you competing against 99 people real time.
Okay,
and it's pretty interesting. It's a little overwhelming at first, and if you're not good at Tetris, you gonna definitely be the first one to go. Like I was like 3 or 4 times before I quit, rage quit, and threw the controller on the couch and walked away like this ain't for me. But yeah, it was pretty dope. What you think about that, Keith? Is that gonna make you go get Nintendo Online service?
No.
That's funny.
Go ahead, man. What do you think about that?
I will say this. I will consider whatever this Xbox Live stuff is, but this making me want to get Nintendo service. Nah, I'm good. But I do love Tetris, man. I used to love that old school music. But anyways, on the Game Boy.
Oh, that's that Russian music.
That Russian music, yeah.
Music now, man. The music's a little different now. A little more rockish.
Yeah, but I didn't even.
Go ahead. Oh, you didn't even download. Well, you can't unless you got the online service. You can't even download it.
Oh well, I can't download it. There you go.
Okay.
That's your excuse, and you're sticking with it.
So let's move on. So we got this Delta Ruin releases on the Switch this month. Now, what was Delta? Let me look at this. Hold up. I don't remember what this was. Skip that. What you think about that, man?
Oh man, I don't know what this is. What is this?
Yeah, I don't know what that is, bro. So we two that literally took this direct from being pretty cool, decent, some solid releases, some solid acquisitions and surprises to over the top excitement. Now the first one was Nintendo and Platinum Games reveals Astro Chain. And this game
It's off the chain.
It looks like it's gonna be off the chain. Now, did you see this one, K-Ball?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, so Keith, you want to go first, K-Ball? You want to let Keith go, and then you gonna come in with
Let Keith go ahead and go.
All right, Keith, what did you think about Astro Chain, man?
Well, first of all, is this the art direction that Nintendo, and I'm doing air quotes here, mature games are going to start looking like?
I hope not.
But this art style seems like it feels so familiar. So it looks like David X Machina, and like a few other titles. What was it? What's my guy? Travis Touchdown.
Yeah.
It's kind of
shaded, glossy.
It's like a pseudo shell.
Glossy and dusty at the same time. Look.
But anyways, I was watching it, didn't know what I was looking at, and then I saw like them do like it looked like they was gonna do some Yu-Gi-Oh for a minute. I was like, man, I don't want to play this. And then the things came out and they started fighting together. I was like, oh, and then like you're using them in conjunction with each other. I was like, and before it said platinum, I was like, man, this got to be platinum because it's unique and it was different, and using that chain to fight and capture people and stuff like that. I was like, man, this is very unique. I hope this game does well. The way they announce it lets me feel like Nintendo has really big support for this game as well.
Yeah.
I just hope that it's not another Daemon X Machina type of deal. But I'm looking forward to it.
No, I don't see this being a Daemon X Machina situation because of how it plays. It just don't. It looks like the game that they had on the PlayStation 4. I played the demo of it. The Near. Is it Near?
Yeah.
Where she is a female samurai like type.
Yeah, she told me she had the black mask over eyes and stuff like that.
Yeah. It kind of puts me in the vein of that. And
that's Near.
That game is dope. That game right there is solid, man. And it was a sleeper hit too. Like cats didn't realize it's one of those games you wouldn't think that much would be in it because it didn't look like the ultra graphical super Triple H game. I'm a AAA game, but that's what this game reminds me of. Like this game gonna be dope because it's just a passion game. It's just a fun, fast-paced hack and slash platinum game aesthetic type game. You know, I think it's gonna be a great game.
You think they're using this as a test the waters for Bayonetta 3? Or you think Bayonetta 3 is already further along?
I got some interesting stuff to say about this, but I'm gonna wait to K-Bone say what he's gonna say. Then I'll give you my thoughts on that.
Okay.
Go ahead, K-Bone. What was your thoughts on Astro Chain?
Yeah, I thought it looked good. I like the art. I actually like the art style. The little cell shaded art style. I mean, I'm down with that. I mean, it's not blow your eyes out of the water graphics, but I thought it looked really good. I thought the art style good. I thought what they were showing, the gameplay looked good. It kind of gave me the feel, slightly of the feel, kind of a Devil May Cry. Just slightly gave me that feel, which I've never been a fan of. But not saying that this game would be like that, but I got to feel the Devil May Cry, and it looks good. It's like it plays well. It looked very fluent. The action, which was pretty legit, to see how clean the interaction and the fighting actually looked. So I think this could be a big hit. if not see something that may see sequels and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited for this to be a Nintendo game, which this looks more mature-ish, even though it's still cel-shaded. I think it still looks more mature, and so I think I like it. I think I want to see more of it.
Okay, hold up. Welcome to the show, Heart and Soul 72. What's the name he just said? Is it Kamiya? How you say his name?
Hideo Kamiya.
How you say it?
I think it's Hideo Kamiya.
Yeah, that's a cocky dude, man. I actually got into a back and forth with him, trying to give him a thumb, like some. I was just thumbing him up and saying some good things, and he basically told me to shut up about. I was like, dang, bro. But he said he's not working on this game. He's working on this game. He's not working on Bayonetta because he doesn't do sequels, which is stupid to me. But anyway, but when I first saw the game that came to my mind is the game that everybody wants Nintendo to, or wants to come back to Nintendo, which was on the Super NES. I can't think of the name of it, but I was hoping Keith would be able to know what I'm talking about.
Which game?
I don't know if it was made by I forgot who it's made by, but I can't think of the name of it right now. But it was a huge hit on the Super NES. And it kind of looked like that when I first saw it. I wish I knew the name of that game. But never mind. When it comes to Bayonetta 3, a game like this make me feel like they're gonna have to bring it with Bayonetta 3. And I hope that this ain't the art style that they going with Bayonetta 3.
No, they can't do that.
Right. I don't want Bayonetta to look like this. But looking at this game and how this game was playing, this game looked like it might be story-wise better than Bayonetta. Because I can't stand Bayonetta's storyline. Like, the story is cheesy, stupid, over the top, so unbelievable that it ain't even worth keeping up with the story. Like, that's one of the things that ruined Bayonetta. It didn't ruin Bayonetta 2 for me, but that's one of the things that hurt I like Bayonetta 2. It's a great game. But that's one of the aspects of the game I did not like was the story and just how ridiculous the stuff was. Like, dude, could y'all try to make some sense of what she's doing and why she's doing it? I know what she's doing is cool. I know these boss battles are cool. But the storyline can make this game even better if I took it serious enough to actually give a care about it. Like, I didn't care about the story. After a while, I just started pressing A through all the dialogue because there was no point in trying to understand what was going on between Bayonetta, this young black kid, and I didn't care. After a while, it was just so stupid, K-Bomb. I don't care. Just hurry up, get to the next action part. So this game to me looked like the storyline or the story might be interesting to me. And the way that they fight and that tandem, that like when she jumped on, I guess the brother or the twin or whatever they are, and she was riding him like he was a wolf or something like that.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
That was dope, man. And then that first fight scene where the chain came out and she slung him or he slung her, and he kicked him up, and then the chain shot her up and kicked her. That was all dope to me, man. This game looked fierce to me. It definitely don't look like something that you would think would be exclusive to the Switch.
I agree. It does look very Japanese.
Yeah.
And characters and the art style. But I think that's fine. I don't think that's the issue.
No. I think we need some Eastern love up in gaming right now. I think Western I do. I think the Western take on games is getting stale to me. But that's me personally. Keith, you got anything else you want to add to this Astral Chain?
Can't wait to see more. Can't wait to play that demo so I can finally put my worries to rest.
You think they is a demo supposed to come?
No, I'm just talking.
Okay. So moving on to the final game that we saw, and which is, I think, is being met with mixed feelings.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of folks is loving it. A lot of folks is upset with the art direction. Is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening being remade? And let me give my thoughts on this first. Just my first initial thought. I thought the game looked good. I know it's kiddie. I know it's cute. I know it's just, dude, I'm all in. I've never played a Link's Awakening. I never had a Game Boy, so I never got a chance to play it. I'm sold, bro. And I don't know what it is about when Nintendo does that type of look and those type of games. I'm sold, man. I'm like, when I first, I was like, this is day one for Leveled Head. I'm all on board. Like this and Astral Chain are day one when they release. All the other stuff they announced, I might get Mario Maker. I might get all this other stuff. Astral Chain and The Legend of Zelda Link Awakening is definitely day one.
Day one?
Day one. If they came out before day one, they definitely be before day one. That's how serious I am.
Okay.
This game looks good to me, man. I love the way the game looks. I love the draw distance. I don't know if you paid attention to all that. I love the way the draw distance is. I love the way the houses and the foliage is animated. I like Link. I think they could have did a little bit more with Link, but he looks like what Link looked like on the Game Boy. The eyes and everything. I watched the videos. They showed both side by side, and it just looked like a HD colorized Link from the same game, just brought up to modern standards. And I think this game gonna be dope, man. Doper than people really think. Whoever want to take over can go from here. I'll give some more thoughts on it. But Keith, you got anything to add to it?
Of course I do. This is Zelda. This is Zelda. And I'm like you. I never played Link's Awakening. I wasn't really into Zelda back then, for sure.
What?
Nah, man. I didn't really get into Zelda until like Ocarina of Time, and then I went back and played some of the older games. I played. Now, don't get me wrong. I played Zelda 2. I played the original Zelda. I just couldn't get into them. Man, I was just too young, probably. But it's kind of bittersweet because it's like, man, you gave us Breath of the Wild, and then you want us to go back to the formula. But
Yeah,
right.
True.
But this game looks good. I'll definitely play it because I love Zelda games, and like when I discover something, even though it's like arbitrary that you're gonna discover it and they're made for you to discover it, it's still like, yo, I discovered something on Zelda. So it's a really good feeling. And again, I never played this game, so I would love to just experience it. Look, they got a jump mechanic in here too that probably wasn't in the original. But like you said, the graphics look good. It looks like clay almost.
Right. Like clay animation.
Yeah,
right.
it does. It does.
But it was good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna say it's day one, but it's definitely a purchase.
I got you. All right, K-Bomb, you got anything you want to add to this?
Miss Zelda.
So you saw this one though, right?
Yeah, I saw this one. Yeah, so okay. it did remind me of clay animation, the way that it looked. Like you said, I think Keith put it pretty good, I guess on the nose when he said going back to the formula. So this is the Zelda formula. So if you like any of the others, if you had a chance to play this one, this is right up your alley. For me, as Cornelius knows, when I saw the text on the screen, it kind of turned me off. Probably not a day one like level, but I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really hit my radar of games. But I think from what they've done with, I think it looks good in 2019. This kind of game, I think it looks good. When I first saw it, it looked kind of like I don't know why, but what's that? The game with the animals and the harvesting.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, kind of like an Animal Crossing. Real quick, when I first saw it, when he was in there swiping the grass and stuff like that, it kind of like Animal Crossing or whatever. But other than that, I mean, it looks It's the formula. I mean, so they ain't going wrong with it yet. So, but it's not anything that I would want to play or even get excited about. But I'm happy for those who are excited. Enjoy your Zelda.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, well, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever beaten a Zelda?
Last time I played, other than the Breath of the Wild, last time I played a Zelda was Nintendo, was NES days.
But so you never completed one?
No,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah.
No.
Man, you do. You need to put that Witcher down and put that 2K down and go ahead and finish that Breath of the Wild, bro.
Man, most of my games that I enjoy, that I play and enjoy the most, are all co-ops, man. I have fun with my God of War, but that's about 18 hours, 20 hours, then it's time to go play some multiplayer. That's how I have my fun. It's multiplayer game. It is not single player. Single players have their place, but once you cross over that 20-hour threshold, you're gonna have to do something to keep me wanting to play you. That's why I'm excited about the next that cyberpunk, but I'm afraid I'm not gonna finish it.
See, that's the beauty of the Breath of the Wild, though. You can leave the cave and go right to the final boss if you're bad enough.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a doozy right there. Yeah, I don't know. When they showed it, I just thought it worked. It just all made sense. The clay looking animation, the just all of it, man, just worked. The draw distance was getting me, man. I just love how Nintendo does that. And it seems like no other company really does that, and that art style like Nintendo. Like Mario 3D World. No one does that art style like Nintendo's. Like how they animated Mario Kart and all that. These games just have a flair and a pop that that even though other games might be more graphically intense, bigger budgeted games, to me, these games still pop in ways that a lot of those games don't. And to me, this Zelda pops. The colors just are vibrant and popping off the screen.
Yeah, it looks clean.
It's clean, man.
It looks really clean. That's why I say it looks like clay animation. It looks really clean, man.
So, anything in it that you noticed that stood out to you outside of the animation, any gameplay or anything?
It was Zelda. I'm sorry. not for me. It's just it looked like the formula. I like the jumping mechanic and the deflecting of the swords been thrown at you, but
can y'all hear that? Can you hear this game? This Zelda?
No, I can't
playing it.
I can't hear.
Y'all can't hear it. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening. But how did y'all like the intro to it? Hello.
I don't remember what the intro looked like.
Intro was dope. Was Zelda?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like a cartoon, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a cartoon. I thought that was cool. I like that. I thought that was cool.
Okay. Well, at the end of the day, we could go on and on and try to break this stuff down to the details like others probably will. That's not what I'm here to do. I just want to give my overall thoughts on it. And to me, those two games, Astral Chain and the Legend of Zelda announcement, were the two games that to me made this a hot direct, and made it go from being okay, decent to a hot direct. And these two games is the ones I'm looking most forward to. And like I said, they day one for me, man. Astral Chain is definitely getting bought. And like I said, this Zelda is definitely getting bought as well. So anybody got any thoughts, Keith? K-Bump, any final thoughts, any other topic? Or because I really got to get out of here real quick. So any other thing y'all want to talk about?
Nah, I know we got to get that Marvel conversation back up. I know we put it on hold because I had my stuff I was going through. And
we can do that Thursday if you want to.
You say what?
We can do that this Thursday if you want to.
This Thursday, yeah. I should be good this Thursday. That should work out.
Yeah, I should be straight. So we know we couldn't do this past Thursday. It was Valentine's.
Yeah. I want to talk to y'all.
Any other thoughts, Keith, before we get out of here? Are we good to sign off?
We're probably good. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I wanted to say. I look forward to hearing whatever Microsoft got planned with this Xbox Live. I'm so confused. Like I've never been so confused in my life. I don't even understand it because then when I think I sent you the Xbox Live stuff, and I was like, I don't even get why this would even come over here. But yeah. I don't get it.
But next month is the month they're supposed to be telling us and bringing us into what's going on. So I'm with you, bro. I'm interested in finding out this relationship. It's definitely one, they showing it all the time that there's more going on behind the scenes with Nintendo and Microsoft than we know. Like with the Hellblade and this announcement with Live coming to the Switch. There's something going on. We'll find out next month. Anyway.
Your boy Alex up in the chat, bro.
Alex Prim. Oh, I mean Prime. No, that's my bad. You late, bro. You're late. But anyway, we finna get out of here, man. Welcome to the show, Alex. Always a pleasure to have you in the chat. But we about to get out of here, man. We hope y'all enjoyed it. Our verdict was, okay, let's do this real quick. We end on this. So what was your verdict overall? What was your grade, Keith?
I get about 850. 8.5.
8.5?
8.5, yes, sir.
8.5. I give it an 8. I give it an 8. Even though I said it's hot, it's because of the last two announcements. So overall, I think it was a solid offering. It was an 8 for me.
Well, the reason I say 8.5, let me kind of clear that because I know people want, an explanation to the number. There was not a lot of stuff for me, but there was a lot of stuff that I think is gonna grow the fan base. That's gonna like you would point out earlier. You was like Mario Maker, boom, Dragon Quest, boom. Like these things are gonna sell themselves. So
yeah, they gonna sell.
I'm like these games that they announced for this year alone is gonna do mad numbers. And I'm not even a numbers guy, but they're gonna do mad numbers.
Right. And that's clearly what Nintendo is after. They after expanding the user base. And I guess they trying to get more people buying Switches. And this is definitely gonna happen in Japan with these titles. All these JRPGs, Japan gonna be lit when it comes to the Switch. So it's smart, it's very strategic, but I'm with you, Keith. A lot of these games are not for me. But Astral Chain, Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening, and a few other of them, that Square Enix title, and Mario Maker, to me, that's enough for me. And to me, those are some nice announcements. And we still don't, and it's still stuff Nintendo got to announce at E3. So we got to talk about, man, we could talk about this Thursday, what Sony had to say about why they stepped out of E3. We got to talk about that. This next podcast.
We'll talk about it.
Hey, I forgot about that. I meant to bring that up, but I forgot. My bad, man. But we talk about that when we do Thursdays and deal with the Marvel universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe. But glad y'all all tuned in today.
You ain't get my grade, bro.
What?
You ain't get my grade.
Oh, K-Bon, you didn't watch it direct.
I told you I saw the highlights.
That don't count, but go ahead. What's your grade, man?
Oh man, I thought it was 8.5. For the people, for those who like those type of games, I thought they got enough of those things that they would like. For me, it's probably like a 6.5, 5.3.
But guess what, though? Guess what?
What is that? We got Smash Bros, though.
You never be able to hate on it, man, because you said that. Oh,
that's funny. No, I thought a lot of people are excited about what they showed, and that's good to be excited for a direct. So I like that.
Okay, Alex Prime said 8.5 for him. Blue Boat said 8.25. You got to explain that, Blue Boat. You went between me and Keith and Alex. But yeah, man. Yeah, it was about an 8 for me. I thought it was a solid direct. I was excited. It was cool. And I left pleasantly surprised. And that's all you need to do. To me, if you can surprise me, that's all I need. It don't have to be the greatest of the greatest, but that Zelda announcement was a surprise. That Astral Chain was a surprise, and it was great. It was, to me, top-notch announcement. So, but yeah, man, I got to get out of here, fellas. So I want to thank all y'all for showing up in the comment section. Alex, Blue Bolt, Heart and Soul, Cornelius, Pearl 21. Who else was in here? I don't want to miss nobody. Sim Zim was also up in here. And if I didn't name you, count it to the mind, not the heart. K-Bomb was in here. Keith was in here and on live. So anyway, we got to get out of here. Till next time, folks. Y'all got anything y'all want to say? Deuces, anything like that?
Man, shout out to that dude Keith that was in the chat, man. Shout out to him, man.
Foolishness.
Till next time, folks. Make sure y'all tune in this Thursday when we do our MCU most relevant and most important movies in the MCU. Not your favorite movies, the most impactful, most important movies of the MCU. That's going to be different. I'm ready for this conversation.
I bet you are.
I need y'all guys here, man. So stay tuned for that. We're doing that this Thursday, and we're going to talk some other stuff. Till then, deuces, people. Peace.